Yesterday, homicide investigators located the person of interest based on the photos that were released on Sunday. That individual was arrested and taken into custody as a result of an assault that was unrelated to the homicides. This male subject was also interviewed regarding the homicides that occurred in the vicinity of Hargrave Avenue in the downtown area. And as a result of the interview, combined with both video surveillance and forensic evidence, John Paul Astamas, aged 40 years, has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of second-degree murder. Astamas encountered 65-year-old Donald Collins in the downtown area Saturday evening, April 25th, and together they attended the laneway near Hargrave and Portage, where Astamas attacked and murdered Collins. He was left for dead in the alley. Several hours later, Astamas encountered 48-year-old Stoney Bushy, also in the downtown area. Together they attended to a parkade near Hargrave and Portage. Astamas attacked and murdered Bushy within the parkade and left him there for dead. Homicide investigators have also learned that Astamas encountered 37-year-old Miles Manias in a bus shelter on Main Street near Pioneer Avenue. This chance encounter occurred on April 10th, 2015 in the early morning hours. Astamas attacked and murdered Manias in the bus shelter, where he too was left for dead. Now, our investigators have learned that John Paul Astamas is very transient. We know that he is originally from the Thunder Bay area. We also know that he has spent time in Winnipeg on and off for the past 10 years. Astamas has had very little contact with the Winnipeg police. Our only dealing with him prior to this investigation was a domestic assault that occurred in March of this year. Investigators have since learned that Astamas has a violent record for multiple assaults in the Thunder Bay area dating back to 2002. Our investigators will be contacting police in other jurisdictions where Astamas is known to have traveled. At this time, we cannot confirm that Astamas has been involved in any other unsolved crimes. Now, I would like to acknowledge our homicide unit, our major crimes unit, our street crimes unit, our tech crimes unit, forensic services, and our cadet unit, as well as the men and women working in uniform operations over the weekend. This collective effort was quarterbacked by our homicide sergeants, Sergeant Wes Rommel and Sergeant John O'Donovan, who did a tremendous job in quickly closing in on John Astamas and clearing these homicides. More importantly, I want to commend the community and the general public who responded to our call for assistance on Sunday, and without whom we would not have solved these homicides as quickly as we did. Now, these crimes occurred in the downtown area, where many of the businesses within the area operate closed-circuit cameras. Several businesses sent representatives out on Saturday night and Sunday morning to help collect surveillance footage that was captured by their camera systems. These efforts greatly advanced the investigation, enabling the police to release photos on Sunday that assisted in identifying Astamas. I also want to acknowledge the efforts of many of the social agencies. They were instrumental in spreading the word throughout the community in an effort to protect other people, other vulnerable people living on the streets and in shelters in the area. In fact, this afternoon we have representatives from Shalom Mission, the Salvation Army Booth Center, and the Main Street Project on Martha Street. A big thank you to all those agencies who assisted us greatly in this investigation. The overall community response was overwhelming and greatly appreciated by our investigators. The Winnipeg Police Service, the City of Winnipeg, and the Winnipeg Police Board are committed to continue working with our community partners in helping vulnerable people and the homeless in our community.
Can you speak at all to a motive in any of these? Were they just random acts of violence, beatings? Do you have any idea why?
Certainly, Mr. Estamos has been in the community. It would appear that he was familiar with some of the people in the community, but there's no motive that I'm aware of.
So did he know these victims?
I think he was familiar with at least 2 of the victims, but I wouldn't say they were friends.
Can you understand he's also been charged with arson? Can you speak to that at all?
My understanding of the events that led up to Saturday that there was a fire that was set in the shower room at the Winnipeg Hotel. We believe he may be connected with that.
Person of interest who you released photos of a couple days ago, is Mr. Estamos the person in the pictures?
That's correct. Yes, that's one of the same.
I noticed that you didn't say allegedly did this, which is unusual. Was there a confession involved?
Certainly I'm not prepared to get into any of the detail. I did mention that we have an interview, we have forensics, and we have video surveillance. That's about as deep as I'll go.
You've convicted him in the statements, is what I'm saying.
Pardon me?
You've convicted him in the way you worded the statement.
You know, certainly I'm not convicting anyone. We certainly have enough evidence to charge him. We'll go through the process now of disclosing what evidence we have to the Crown, and that court
is there
case
any
will go forward.
indications?
How was he arrested? Did he turn himself in? Did police find him somewhere?
Certainly, as I've alluded, we had a tremendous outpouring from the community and some of the social agencies within the community. They were instrumental in helping us locate.
Has he found anything in the dumpsters behind Silo Mission, and why were those specifically taken away by police?
Again, it will form part of the disclosure, but we were led to believe there may be evidence within the dumpster.
Even though this is 3 murders in a month, would this fit the services criteria as a serial killer?
I don't know if there's a definition for a serial killer, but certainly 3 murders is significant.